Having been told to shut up by the chief whip, Nadine Dorries she hasn't really quite shut up. She's tweeting today, or rather retweeting content from Boris Johnson about the holding pattern on the cost of living crisis that Boris Johnson's government is committed to giving households £400. It's not going to be enough, as the debate between Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss has clearly demonstrated. Liz Truss thinks it's enough to reduce taxes. Rishi Sunak is aware that more may be needed and is prepared to do more. I must say, I think it's a choice between a rock and a hard place, but I would increasingly prefer to be governed by Rishi Sunak than to be governed by somebody who is inflexible and who at the same time seizes on any new idea and simply tells us that we weren't listening in the first place. I would prefer somebody who can change their mind with a certain amount of honesty than somebody who tries to ghost me every time she steals another idea. That's simply my observation. I'm not a great Rishi fan. I'm certainly not a Liz Truss fan. But I must say, if Liz Truss is to be supported and encouraged by Nadine Dorries, Rishi Sunak gets my vote every time, if that's available. So it's my preference for Sunak is determined slightly by the sort of people that Liz Truss has got supporting her, among them Nadine Dorries. And I think also Rishi Sunak, far from perfect though he may be, sends a signal to the rest of the world that we are an inclusive and and that we would be quite happy to see people of any background, people who are second-generation immigrants, to see those people governing our country. I certainly would. I think anybody can make it, and I think anybody should be demonstrated to have done so. I think Rishi Sunak has a lot of positives. And his negatives, of course, are writ large as well. He was part of the Partygate nonsense. I don't subscribe to the view that Partygate was what actually brought Boris down. I take the view that Boris was brought down by a lack of trust. And I don't think Rishi Sunak was necessarily a part of that, though he was definitely one of those people who felt he couldn't trust Boris.